Hey, what's up, everybody? Video 44 coming at you with another video. All right, Lakers, we got action, baby. We got action. The Lakers are trading Dalton Knecht, Cam Reddish, 31 unprotected first, and a 30 pick swap to the Charlotte Hornets for Mark Williams. We got our center, ladies and gentlemen. Mark Williams is a Laker. I didn't want to see Dalton Knecht go, but under these circumstances, I think it was necessary for us to, in order for us to compete properly this season. Mark Williams is a game changer. As we did homework on the Charlotte Hornets about a week and a half ago, I told people this is a game changer in the sense that he's turning into one of them ones as it pertains to the center position. Now, the picks, if this were 2 weeks ago before the trade for Luka Don, I would have been upset because we gave away all our picks and gave away Dalton Knecht. That's just miserable for me under the old way of looking at things. But now that we got Luka Doncic, and LeBron James in place, you really need rim protection, and you could use a center of the future. And the truth of the matter is, with Dalton, I think Dalton's gonna be a hell of a weapon for the Charlotte Hornets. They probably should have drafted him any damn way, but he's been slumping so bad. And the problem is, we drafted him as a rookie who needs to be able to help us now. And his defense is really poor just naturally. He's a hell of a weapon, but his defense is poor. So now we got him as a deficiency to our future based on what we're doing building around Luka Doncic. Now, when you got Anthony Davis, Dalton Knecht makes a lot more sense. He can kind of cover up some of his mistakes. And if he's playing well, you got a rookie that's able to help you right away. Well, he hasn't been able to help us right away. In fact, he's been pretty poor throughout the course of the season. And he's too old for that, based on what it is that our needs have been. But you can live with it so long as you see him as a part of your future. Now that Luka's a part of this team, I thought he was a weapon for us offensively. I thought he was very central to what Luka does. But the fact of the matter is, his defensive deficiencies were going to be a problem when you build around Luka Doncic, whose defensive deficiencies are already glaring and will remain that way. So it's like, all right, well, Dalton Knecht, I don't know that Dalton Knecht fits on this team going forward for my future outlook as well as it did when I thought AD was going to be the guy. So this is not something I have too much of a problem with, especially since I'm a believer in Mark Williams, especially the way he's breaking out this season. He has had some injury issues, but when you consider the value that you're giving up, the picks probably don't look that good. 31 is a long time from now, but if we do what we're supposed to do, our team will be very good in 31. At worst, we lose Luka Doncic and trade for a bunch of picks that ultimately make up for all of this, the picks that we're losing. And even so, to be honest with you, Mark Williams is a building block for this franchise. He really is. He's a building block. He's a center of the future and the center of the present. This is a guy who had 30-something points a couple games ago, double-doubles left and right. Go check out Mark Williams' numbers. You understand why I'm excited about him coming to our team. And like I said, them picks just don't mean the same thing to me now that I have Luka Doncic in place. So long as Luka signs an extension a couple of times over the next 12 years, goes into the rafters as one of the great Lakers, the most important thing for us is not necessarily picks. Because I bring those picks to me and then I'm trying to develop these players. That's not the path for us right now. We don't need picks for a rebuilding effort. We need pieces that are going to align with Luka's timeline. And so Mark Williams does that. Dalton Knecht moves out. He's a valuable piece to me. I'm going to love seeing him in the future. We're probably going to hate seeing him develop. 2-3 years from now, Dalton Knecht's going to be one of the best scorers in the league. He goes to Charlotte. No pressure for him to do anything right away. He's got LaMelo Ball around him. He's got Bridges. He's got Brandon Miller. So they got some lethal shooters down there in Charlotte. And I don't think they're going to suck for much longer, especially if Dalton Knecht turns into what I know he can. Now you're looking at a Charlotte team that added something serious to their roster. Now they're going to miss Mark Williams, but they get the value, the picks that should help them as well, since they're a rebuilding team at all times. They always need picks because they're not able to attract really anybody to sign there. So this gives LaMelo Ball another weapon. This gives them some future pick stuff going on there. The 31 unprotected, so it's unprotected in 31. Hopefully we don't suck at that year. But it's 2025, and we really need stuff right now. So, based on that logic, I do this trade. Y'all. I do. I'm gonna miss Dalton though. I'm a believer in Dalton. I'm a fan of Dalton. But Dalton is a project, and he's already starting late. That's the problem. He's a project. He's going to take about 4 years to develop. 4 years from now, he's like 27 years old. Like that's, and his defense is bad. It's just a couple things working against him for our future. A couple things working against him. And if he were a good defensive player, then you got to keep him. But that he's a bad defensive player and we're building around Luka, and we really need a center, and this is a really high level pie in the sky type ad for us to get a guy like this who's breaking out. Yeah, you make this move. The picks don't mean as much to us anymore, so we just live with that. I think Mark Williams, younger than Dalton Connect, from what I understand. You got to bring this guy on, man. I'm not even upset at this. I'm not mad. I would have loved for it to cost less, but I literally, at this point, think that the center position of Mark Williams is a much greater need than Dalton Connect for us. He's just a much greater need. You're moving on from Cam Reddish. We had benched him anyway. We had benched Cam, man. We could use his point of attack defense, but we could use, again, Mark Williams' rim protection and scoring ability and easy dump lobs and stuff like that. Way more. So it's just a matter of what you need more. You know what I mean? Was Cam Reddish going to stop this trade? Hell no. Hell no. The answer is absolutely not. So I'm ecstatic. I think this is great for Luka Doncic. It's an easy lob target. It's an easy assist creator. He's going to score in the paint with easy buckets. He's going to offensive rebound. He's going to defensive rebound. He's going to block shots. This is a player that you definitely want on your team for the next 7 to 8 years to grow with Luka the Don. If for any reason you can trade him 2 years from now and get a pick or two for him, he's just a valuable piece, man. You saw what Charlotte was able to get for him now, and he's still developing more or less. Although he was drafted about 4 years ago, and so his development is going well. He's averaging 16 and 10. This is a double-double threat, an immediate double-double threat, who's getting the ball from not just LaMelo Ball now, but Luka Doncic and LeBron James. So they're going to undoubtedly make him better. If I have any concern or worries, it's health. Will Mark Williams hold up overall? But the reality is, this is a pie in the sky. You don't expect to be able to land Mark Williams. You don't. I'd rather have this guy than Miles Turner because of the youth and the height and length. This guy is long, man. We're talking about a 7-footer with arms that go on forever. Like, this is perfect for Luka Doncic. This is perfect LeBron James. Man had 38 points, 9 rebounds in a game very recently. 24, 16, and 4, 19 and 19 and 3, 31, 13 and 86, 20, 12. Like, I'm looking at some stats that are being posted of this man and what he's done over the last week or so in his breakout. And I picked him up in all leagues. He should not be available in no leagues, especially now. And man, we walked away with a 23-year-old monster of a center. This is not supposed to be possible. I am happy with this trade. You did it again, Rob Pelinka. We don't want to fire you anymore. We don't want to fire you anymore. You made up for it. Sometimes you just got to wait for the right things. And look what our picks got us, man. Mark Williams and Luka Doncic. That's what your first-round picks got you. We were ready to give away first-round picks for just basically nothing. A lot of Laker fans, give me role player Bruce Brown or some weak whatever. Listen to me. This is what happens when you hold on to your picks, and then wait for the right deal, and then you get the deal like this. You get a Luka Doncic. You took one pick to get Luka, and 2 picks to get Mark Williams. I don't know, man. I don't know. But with Anthony Davis out, Mark Williams comes in, and now they have to deal with him. I do want us to continue to look for another backup center. In fact, I would love for us to bring Robert Williams in now, because them two Williams look just alike, and I think it's just fitting. I don't think we can at this point because the Portland Trailblazers talking about they want a pick for him, and we just gave up a pick for this Williams. But I don't think our center position is quite where it needs to be as it pertains to our backups. This is our starter. This is our starter of the future, but we don't have our backups in place. If Mark Williams goes down with a rolled ankle, I'm still relying on centers that I know I can't rely upon. But our defense is going to improve just off the strength of this rim protector. Dorian Finney-Smith, Vando still in place. We still have Gabe Vincent. This is a very, very attractive trade for the Los Angeles Lakers, man. And the Charlotte Hornets continue to add draft equity and lottery talent to their already pretty promising situation. So I like to trade for them a whole lot. I think that's a hell of a return for Robert Williams. I mean, excuse me, Mark Williams, of whom I'd rather have, clearly. This is also something that needs to be said, though. I don't know what the hell the Charlotte Hornets are doing giving up Mark Williams. Not really. Not really. Unless they have concerns about his health. But they just gave up Nick Richards. I like DiBiase as much as anybody. He's good. But he ain't Mark Williams. And now LaMelo doesn't have that rim protector in place. Your defense got a little worse, bringing in Dalton Knecht. But maybe if you use Cam Reddish, not so much. But like they lost the rim protection. But if you're tanking, maybe you see yourself being a team that can draft a center over the next 2-3 years. So I don't know. But this guy's 23 years old, so giving him up is crazy to me. But getting back what they got is good value. So I ain't so sure about this for Charlotte. I'm not so sure. I'm not gonna lie to you. I like Dalton Knecht a lot. For the Charlotte Hornets, I like Dalton Knecht, especially next to Brandon Miller and LaMelo Ball. They're gonna shoot threes more than any team in the league. They're gonna outshoot Boston in terms of pertains to attempts and 3-point shots if they let these guys fly like they're going to. Be able to, but I don't know. I don't quite think I make this move if I'm Charlotte. I don't think so. Not at 23 years old. So yeah, look at what the Lakers just did, man. We picked up 23-year-old Mark Williams and 25-year-old Luka Doncic. What is going on? Why are we getting all this? No, why are we so blessed as an organization? And people hate us so damn much. But look what comes our way, man. We turned Dalton Knecht, who's a draft pick who shouldn't have even been there at 17. He shouldn't have even been there. He should have been taken by Charlotte with the 7th or 8th pick. Cam Reddish, somebody who's all the way out of our rotation. Our first round pick, who doesn't look nearly as good now that we're getting all this damn talent, that's young and will probably be in their early 30s by then. And a pick swap from 2030. The NBA is letting the Lakers. We're flying, man. We're flying right now, and that's really it, man. Mark Williams, welcome to Los Angeles. I'm ecstatic. I'm not just happy. I'm ridiculously happy. This is somebody I just said a week ago was a game changer. I feel listened to. That's what I feel like. So yeah, man. Mark Williams, I know exactly what you can do. Let's get in here. Let's work, man. We're going after it. BDL 44. I thank y'all for watching. I'm out.